Hari Om Namaste. The Tirisangu Heaven. Long ago, there lived King Tirishangu, the ruler of the lunar dynasty in ancient India. One day, Tirisangu went to his Guru Vasishtha and said, I want to leave this earth not as a soul but in my human form. Vasishtha was startled. But that's unholy. I can't do that, said Vasishtha. You have to do it. Oh, great sage, for my sake, Tirishanku insisted. That's just impossible, said Vasishtha. But Tirishanku was not ready to listen. He decided to approach Vasishtha's sons. So Tirishanku went to Vasishtha's sons and put forth his request. They too felt irritated at the unreasonable demand. How dare you come to us when our father has already turned down your demand? They shouted at Tirishangu. Vasishtha's sons cursed Tirisangu to become an untouchable. The next morning, Tirishangu woke up a deformed man. His skin had darkened, his hair had fallen out, he had bruises all over his body, and his jewels had turned into bones. As soon as Tirisangu came out of his royal chambers, the guards shouted at him, Who are you? What are you doing here? I am your king, said Tirishangu. But no one believed him. The guards chased him out of the palace. Tirishangu felt helpless and horrified, but he was still keen on leaving the earth in his human form. So he went to sage Vishwamitra and told him how Vasishtha had turned down his demand and how his sons had punished him. Now Vishwamitra was Vasishtha's arch rival. So he decided to fulfill Tirishangu's demand. At first, he tried to convince the gods to accept Tirishangu in heaven. But when they refused, the sage, using his powers, made Tirisangu to rise to heaven. But this was not to be. As soon as he reached the threshold of heaven, the gods pushed him down. They were not willing to let in a mortal body. Tirishangu would have dashed to earth and died had Vishwamitra not saved him. Vishwamitra was angry at the gods, so he froze Tirishangu midway between the earth and heavens. Ha! Let the gods keep their heavens. I shall make my own heaven for Tirishangu, he thought, and he planned to make the Tirishangu heaven. The gods were terrified of Vishwamitra's powers, so they ran to the holy sage Prahaspati and said, Vishwamitra is going to create his own heaven. He can do anything. Please stop him. Prahaspati then intervened into the matter. Paying heed to Prahaspati's advice, Vishwamitra gave up his plan. Tirishangu was thus deprived of his unreasonable wish. He became a consultation and was fated to remain fixed in the sky, hanging between the earth and the heavens. Thank you.